everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're doing a makeup tutorial for glasses wearers, and you may or may not know but I do actually wear glasses most of the time. I wanted to share my everyday makeup for when I've got my glasses on all day, so I really hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you do down in the comments below, and don't forget to give it a big thumbs up as well and subscribe because I'm here every Wednesday and Sunday. So if you want to see how I do my makeup every day for when I'm wearing my glasses, then keep watching. So I have already quickly applied my face makeup, and to be honest, when it comes to normal everyday, I don't like to wear a lot of makeup. I like to keep it quite light, and if I know I'm going to be wearing my glasses all day, what I like to do is apply the foundation with a sponge all over my face and leave the nose free. When I've finished, I'll just take any excess which is already on the sponge and just use that over my nose, because to be honest, I don't need a lot of coverage on my nose area anyway, so I only need the smallest amount. So the less product that I've got on my nose, the better, because then it doesn't wear off as quickly. When it comes to concealer, I don't like to use a lot of liquid concealer under my eyes, especially when I'm wearing my glasses, because the lenses you'll see come down quite far. So I feel like that area underneath my eyes is really on show, and it does crease really quickly as well. So I'll use a very small amount of concealer and press that in with my sponge, and then I'll go in and set that with a coloured powder or a powder foundation, just so I get that extra coverage but there's not a heap of product underneath my eyes as well, and that works really well for me. I'll also go over my nose as well with the powder. So I think that is it really. The rest of my face I've just done as normal. I am going to do more of a nighttime look as well for glasses wearers, which I will definitely do my full face for that one as well. So these are my glasses. If I look up too far, you're going to be able to see my ring light, so I'm not going to keep them on for too long. So you can see that my frames are quite big, and you'll see now that you can see a lot of my under eye in these, so that's why I don't like to wear a lot of product under there. And the top of my frames tend to follow the crease of my eye, so you can't really see that much anyway, to be honest. And I think that the glasses themselves are quite a nice accessory, so you can see when I take them off, my eyes do look quite bare, but when I've got them on, when I've got no makeup on at all, they don't actually look that bad. So to be honest, sometimes I do get away with just wearing mascara, and that is it. My brows are really important to me when I've got my glasses on, because my frames are quite bold and structured, and I feel like I need a brow to go with that as well. So I do like a bold structured brow, which I do like anyway whether I'm wearing my glasses or not, but I will take that extra care when I am wearing my glasses all day. So I always like to start with my brows because I feel like that's the most important thing for me, and I find that I can get a more precise brow with using a pencil. So I like to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Chocolate. I've got a brow tutorial as well, which I'll leave down in the description bar just in case you are interested. What I've been doing lately is just sketching underneath the sort of line which I want to take, because I am growing my brows out at the moment, so I feel like I do have to fill a lot of them in. And then I'll do the top, and then I'll just start filling them in. And then I don't really like a really noticeable line in this very inner part, so I'll just sort of dab it with my finger to blend it out. So when I've got my glasses on now, both my brows are done. You can already see that looks so much better. I think I would definitely prefer to do brows and no eye makeup than have eye makeup with no brows. I just think they make a huge difference. Obviously some frames will cover your brows, so you don't really need to worry too much about that. But I think if they do show yours like they do mine, that brows are really important. So just to sort of enhance them a little bit more, I like to run underneath with some concealer. So I've just put some on the back of my hand. And then I like to use this flat definer brush. This is from Morphe. It's called the G28 brush, and it's just a little flat definer. You can use an angled brush as well, that would work just as well. And I just dab into the concealer and then just go straight underneath. I haven't primed the eyes yet, so that's next. I'm going to use the same concealer, and I'll just use that on my finger, just to make it all a lot easier and quicker. Okay, then moving on to eyeshadows, I'm going to be using the Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette, because this is just one of my favourite everyday makeup palettes. And I'm going to start by using this shade, which is called Bitter Start. And I'm just going to set everything with this because we've just applied the concealer, so we don't want that creasing. I'm going to concentrate it on the lid because that's going to be the main shadow that we're going to wear on the inner part of the lid today. And because when I've got my frames on, you can't really see the crease, especially on the inner part of my eye. This area is the most covered by the frame, so I want to keep this area really bright and light, which is why this is going to be the main shade that we're going to wear. And then to do a bit of shading in the crease, I'm going to use this orangey brown. This is called Substitute for Love. I'm going to take this on a really light fluffy brush because I don't really need to wear a lot in the crease. And then I'll apply some on the outer part of my lid as well. And you can already see with just that little bit of shading, it's just made my eyes look a lot bigger. It's just opened them up a lot more. And then the final shade that I'm going to use is Freshly Toasted, which is this really reddish brown. And I'm only going to use a really small amount of this because these are really pigmented. I'm just going on the very outer part of my lid. And just in that very outer part of the crease, but hardly any. And that's pretty much it for eyeshadow. You can, if you want to, just go back in with the first shade, the Bitter Start, which was the sort of whitish cream shade. And just pat that on the inner part of the eye again. Then I like to just go in with a bit of highlight. This is the Soft and Gentle by MAC on a little pencil brush, just to further brighten this inner part of the eye. So I don't like to apply any eyeshadow underneath my eye when it comes to my everyday makeup, especially when I'm wearing my glasses, because you are more drawn to that area. So if I buff a lot of eyeshadow underneath there, I do feel like it makes my eyes look a bit droopy and heavy. Whereas if I just keep it on the top, it makes my eyes look a lot brighter and wider. I do like to do a bit of a winged liner as well because I just like the shape that it gives to my eyes. So I like to use the Maybelline Eyeshadow Black Gel Liner. This for me is so comfortable to wear and it doesn't move all day. If you're not as comfortable using a gel liner, you can just use a pencil if you want, it's fine. And then because I don't really like to wear false lashes when I've got my glasses on because they do sort of touch the lenses, which can be quite annoying. And plus every day, I don't usually wear false lashes every day either. But because my hair is quite fair, I do have really fair eyelashes, and especially the roots of my lashes as well are quite fair. So what I like to do, I'll just take a brown pencil and just line the top waterline just so it gives the roots of my lashes a lot more thickness, and then when I've got my mascara on you can't really see the roots of my lashes as much. So that is one little trick that I do. And then always before mascara I curl my lashes. This is another tip as well, especially if your eyelashes are quite straight. And if they are quite long and you wear your glasses, sometimes they will touch on the lens, but if you curl your lashes, this should help you out. And then because I don't wear false lashes, I do like to wear a really nice volumizing mascara. So I like to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I'm only going to apply it to the top lashes. So this is my everyday makeup for when I'm wearing my glasses, and it's super comfortable and long wearing as well. So I really hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you do down in the comments below, and don't forget to give it a big thumbs up as well and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye!